Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing my 5 tips on how to maintain a run streak. Now I have some experience in this area. I've been maintaining a run streak for 105 days now. I'm super proud of getting this far, so I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to maintaining your run streak. If you're thinking of starting a run streak or you're struggling to maintain it, maybe some of these tips will help you. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to maintain them. So my first tip is to pick your minimum distance wisely. Now when I say that, if you say, oh well, I'm going to start my run streak and I'm going to do a minimum of 3 miles a day or 5k, you've got to think wisely about whether you're going to actually be able to maintain 5k over however long you want to do your streak for. When I picked mine, I was just coming out of a really bad patch with my running mojo. I'd completely lost it, and so picking 1 mile as my minimum distance was, I think, a really wise decision for me. Sorry, the cat's going to be kicking around a ball. So 1 mile was a pretty easy maintainable distance for me to do. So yeah, if I'd have picked any more than that, then I probably wouldn't have maintained my streak for as long as I have. I have upped my distance. You can do that during your streak. You can change your minimum distance. So I've now changed it to 2 just to make it a bit more challenging. You can obviously bump it up the more your legs and your body get used to running every day. But yeah, that is my first tip, is to pick a distance that you know that you can do comfortably. The second tip that I have for you is to make sure that you're on it with your recovery. Obviously when you are doing a run streak you can't have any rest days, however your body will need rest of some form. I tend to do active recovery days, so I pick the minimum distance and I run a couple of minutes slower than I would usually, a really easy pace, just to keep the legs ticking over and just to allow your legs and your body to recover a bit. Obviously they're not going to recover fully because you're running every day, but eventually your body kind of gets used to it. But you do still need to allow for these active recovery days. Also make sure that you're stretching and doing your conditioning. They're very important when you're running every day and you're challenging your body. You're obviously challenging your body every day to run consecutive days in a row, so you need to make sure that you're treating your body well. With that comes stretching and foam rolling, conditioning with your strength training, etc. Just make sure that you do get in some really easy days just to allow your body the rest that it needs. So tip 3 for you is to switch it up. By that I mean not just your routes but also the surface that you're running on. When you are running every day and often doing the same route every day, it is going to become boring and you might not want to continue your streak. I tend to use my days or my longer days at least, to do some exploring, to switch things up, switch up your routes, find different routes to run, and also switch up the surface. Like I said, do some trail running, do some road running, etc. And you can also switch up the types of runs that you do, so intervals and just normal runs, your easy runs which I mentioned before. You've got your long runs, just kind of constantly switch it up so you're not doing the same thing, just so it doesn't get boring and it's a bit more challenging and a bit more exciting to do some exploring and find different areas to run. So that is my third one. My fourth tip for you for maintaining your run streak is to be accountable and share it as much as you can. Be that Strava, social media, with your friends, with your family. The more people that know about your streak, the less likely / reluctant you're going to be to want to end the streak once you've got it going. I know for me, when I share on social media, if I'm not kind of feeling it, I'm less reluctant to want to skip a run, just because I know that there's so many people that are watching and so many people that I share with and that know about it, that I'm less likely to want to end it. Not that I want to anyway. I've not really felt or got to that stage where I'm like, I really don't want to do this anymore. I'm quite enjoying it. But yeah, having that accountability for your runs and also the motivation and the support from other people whilst you're doing it can be quite important. That's the cats fighting. Great. yeah, so that is tip 4. Make sure you share it, be accountable. My last and final tip number 5, is to at least get to 30 days. So if you decide that you want to do a run streak, try to get to 30 days. They always say that it takes 28 days to make a habit. I truly believe that in every aspect. For weight loss and for running, etc. I always find that getting to 28 days kind of solidifies a habit. When I was at the very beginning of my run streak, say like in a week in, a week doesn't really feel like very long, so when it comes to having the motivation to go out, you kind of think, oh, well, it's only been 7 days, so it's fine. When you kind of get to a longer period of time, say a month, you're less likely to want to give up because it's already took you so long to get there. The longer you get into your streak, the less likely you are going to want to get rid of your streak. I mean, I'm 100 days in, and I know that if I stopped for a day and gave up, I've done 100 days of it already. So yeah, I don't really want to give that up right now, and that's kind of spurring me on and keeping me going. So yeah, definitely get to 30 days, and if you don't like it or you're not enjoying it, then give up. But usually I find that when you get so far in, you're less reluctant to actually want to stop doing it. It's also from a point of view that your body needs conditioning. Over the 30 days you are able to build up physically and mentally for the challenge ahead, depending on how long that you decide you want to keep your run streak going. But obviously your body needs time to get used to doing that activity every single day. So just give it a chance and see how things go. And like I said, if you still decide that you really don't enjoy it after doing it 30 days in a row, then obviously you can give up. But yeah, I don't think it's likely. Once you get to that stage, it kind of becomes habit. It's now part of my routine. When I got to about 30 days in, it was just complete habit and part of routine to go out for a run. I had it in the schedule. I obviously do my run commutes, so I've got it in the schedule to bike to work and run home from the station, and then in the morning I run to the station and then bike back home. So that's like 2 days of the week, and then I repeat that, so 4 days of the week I'm practically covered. It's just built in. And then on Fridays I obviously work from home, so I can fit in runs easily then and at the weekend. So it's just finding, well, I suppose this is an extra tip, but it's fitting it into your routine and finding the time for you to be able to run, which makes it easier to maintain it in the long run. So yeah, they are my 5 tips for maintaining a run streak. Mine's going pretty well so far. I'm happy to be at day 100. I think I have said to myself and on social media that I do really want to try and get to a year. I did have a small hiccup when I was going on holiday, not knowing how I was going to fit in a run, but I managed it, so that was good. It's just about planning and timing and fitting it in your routine, and hopefully some of these tips for helping you maintain your run streak will help some of you. If you are thinking about doing a run streak, let me know. Like I said, follow me on social media for all my updates on my run streak. You'll be able to see from there how I'm getting on. But yeah, I will keep doing regular updates on my run streak on the channel, and I've got at least another video that I want to go up about run streaking, kind of like my pros and cons, because obviously there are pros and cons to doing a run streak. So if anyone is interested in that, then keep an eye out for that video going up in the not too distant future. I don't want to just keep all of my runs on doing a run streak. There will be other types of videos going up in between. But yeah, if you like this video, found it helpful, if you do a run streak or anything like that, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. If you've ever tried a run streak before, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more updates on both my run streak, any runs that I do, run vlogs. I've got some reviews that I want to do coming up. I did miss my favourites video for this month. I'm going to combine that into next month's video. just because I was on a holiday, so I didn't get a chance to do that. But yeah, I will see you again in my next video. Bye.